Hello. We're back with more boy band sprints for Team NSYNC weekend, but we also have represented the lovely leader of Team Jonas.
Hello.
My dear friend, Neva. And we're going to just get some reading done. We are not going to be going as long tonight as we went last night. I can guarantee you, because we have a smaller representation of hosts that will be with me. Plus, I'm also sleepy. I have stayed up because I stayed up way late on Thursday night with you. It was like 1 a.m. by the time we got off sprints on Thursday. And then it was like 12:30 last night. So we're going to be having early sprints tonight, having a fun little time. And then we'll be back here again tomorrow with much longer sprints because we're doing daytime sprints. So we'll have a longer stretch tomorrow. Today's kind of just going to be a little bit shorter. Sure. But say hello in the comments. Let us know what you're reading. You know, all the things that we do at the beginning of the sprints. Hi, Ari.
What are we having?
Granny said hi to you.
What are we having?
Well, quit picking your nose and come say hi. I'll tell you in a minute. Say hi.
That's okay. The food is more important than me. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Neva will tell us what they are reading in a moment when they're done talking with Ari. But until then, I will tell you what I am reading, and that is there's no dust jacket. Well, there is a dust jacket, but it's nowhere near me, so we're going to just go with the hardback. And I am reading Redemptor by Jordan Afinko. This is the second book in the Ray Bear trilogy. I was like, not trilogy, Ray Bear duology. So I'm going to finish this series today, in theory, if I can finish this today. That may be overly ambitious, but I'm going to attempt to. We'll see. I'm 100 pages in, but it's only 300 pages. It's like 323 pages. So like, I can do that. I should be able to finish this today. And I'm really enjoying it. So that's going to help. It's going to help. But it's a pretty hardcover too. I don't know if this is like across the board, but I find in Canada, I never get pretty hardcovers. So when I do, I'm very excited. Like it's something that they just don't do as much here. So, Eva, what are you reading?
I'm still listening to Finding Me.
Oh, by Viola Davis.
But I don't know. This. Sure. Sure. Yeah, sure. Make sure you pick up your wrapper. Make sure you throw away your wrapper. Yeah, that's what we're doing. When I get to work, I'll probably switch to 11 Other Words or whatever the heck that book is called.
I loved it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just sitting here trying to like coast until Monday.
Oh, until Rom-Comathon.
Right.
I'm not. I'm frantically trying to finish books before Rom-Comathon, so I'm the opposite.
Because it really, I don't know, it threw like a wrench in my plans.
That's fair.
DNFing that one book.
That happens.
It's like I DNF'd it, and then I did my like clip for my wrap up, basically just like I DNF'd this book, and then now I just don't feel like doing anything. So
that was like, I totally understand.
Because I was on a roll. Like I had all like 4 or 5 star books. And then I got that one DNF, and now I'm like, and I'm good.
That's fair. You can always just take a few days off.
I mean, I am like 8 books ahead of my goal, and that's with me increasing the goal.
Yeah. And you're gonna read a lot next week for Rom-Comathon. So like,
you know? Yeah, I'm 5 books ahead. So I mean, I feel like as long as I don't fall like super behind, I should be fine.
I agree. Hi, Skylar. How are you? What are you reading? Hi, ML. Hi, Steph. Hi, Bree. I'm sorry you're not feeling well this afternoon, but we love seeing you in the comments.
She was pretty tired when she left the sprints last night too.
Yeah, how late were you on Pages Sprints, Bree? Because I know for me it was like 1 a.m. when I said hi in Pages Sprints, but there's a big time difference between Bree and me. So that's not actually like
I don't know
You know?
what time zone Bree is in.
Mm.
Okay, so I have to go off
Then-
my own time zone, but
Mountain?
I feel like Bree made it until like maybe 1 a.m. my time.
I think Bree is mountain time. Maybe.
So like, I feel like she made it till at least 1 a.m. Eastern.
I don't know.
But I don't know what that is in mountain time because I'm not good at time zones.
I don't know.
Okay. I barely figured out what time Paige's crap started.
I know there's a significant difference between Bree and me. Like
At the
fair few hours, but
At
like
the bottom, she said she hopped off around 11 her time.
oh, okay, gotcha.
I feel like that's about right.
That's not bad,
Maybe.
but
I
still,
don't know.
that's late. Hi Lexi, waking L right now, so I don't know what I'll be reading when I get back. Oh, walking L. Oh, that makes more sense. I was like, what? We'll finish Soulless in about an hour, and then I'll be reading Disfigured, a nonfiction about disability representation. Ooh. Let me know what you think of that. That sounds interesting. I'm reading my Polathon pick. That's what I'm trying to finish books for is Polathon. So
I'm sorry. I did not sign up for another.
I did because they had a spinner wheel and that was real enticing to me.
To be honest with you, you told me about this and then I did not go look because if I had gone to look, I would have done it simply for the spinner.
So I'm vlogging, so I need to finish the books for the vlog and the video and the things. But a spinner wheel was really, really enticing to me. The last book in the Snow Like Ashes trilogy. Nice. Very nice. Are you having a good, which prompt did you get for Polathon for that book? Let me know which prompts you got on the spinner wheel. Hi, Amy. How are you? Hi, Ollie. Hi, Taylor. Oh, you're sick in bed. I'm so sorry to hear that. Reading a middle grade book. I feel like everybody's sick.
Well, Ari's been up since 6:00 this morning, and we were supposed to go do D&D today, and I had to cancel because she got up and was complaining that her throat hurt. And then when she figured out that we weren't leaving the house, then she was like, "My throat is fine," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not risking it, bro."
Well, yeah, and Crystal was going to be on this fence, and she may pop in. ? But Addie's sick too, which not overly shocking because we all know what any parent who's ever sent their child into a daycare.
Well, and
that immediately following they get ill. Like it's no fun to have a sick baby. Like that is absolutely no fun.
And if everyone remembers, like Ari started school kind of late this year.
Oh, speaking of.
And hi Rizzo. And she definitely
talking about you.
Oh, she definitely went to school for 2 days and then had an ear infection and was out for 3 days. So like, it's just the exposure to other children.
I was just saying that you may or may not pop in because Addie has an illness.
Yeah, so she went to daycare one day, her first day at daycare, and then day before, she started to get like a bit of fever. And I was like, oh, okay, like that's fine. Like we'll give her Panadol. That's all good. Mm-hmm. And then like her nose has just been like dripping green mucus to the point. But I woke her up this morning. This is probably too much information for anyone that doesn't have children. But she was like, her whole nostril was like sealed because it had dripped and closed over. And I had to spend like ages trying to like dry it to get it off. Oh, it was poor girl.
Poor sweetie.
So, and then she like does the fun thing that kids do where she like sneezes and then like big boogers like come out. I know.
Yep.
And then every 4 hours, like if I don't give her Panadol, her fever spikes back up. So she's just been unwell, but she's okay now. She's like getting better.
That's the nice thing with kids is they go down hard, but then they heal so quickly because their like little bodies are just rejuvenating so quickly.
So yesterday was like a tough day, and last night like she really struggled to go to sleep, and I didn't sleep well because I was worried about her breathing, so I kept like waking up and like being like, is she alive still? Because it was so like congested. And there was one point in the middle of the night where she just like sounded like a snoring old man because she was so fucked up. But but she's still her happy self. That's so I know that there's not actually anything seriously wrong. If she wasn't,
probably a cold flu situation. Yeah.
It's just because she's being exposed to other kids
New
are
germs.
children. Yeah.
New germs.
like,
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, Ari had never had an ear
No.
infection a day in her life. And then she went to school that first week and they called me and were like, hi, we're going to need you to come get Ariana because she has a fever and an ear infection.
Literally.
And I call Mr. Reading Waniva at work. And I was like, we need to go get Ari. And he was like, okay. So we went and picked her up, took her to the doctor. And she was down for like 12 hours. And then the next day she's like, I can go to school today, right? And I was like, no, you have to be fever-free for 24 hours, ma'am.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
sorry.
You
But
send
it was
children
annoying
to
because
the schooling system, they come home with the illnesses of all the children. It's
Yeah.
just how it is. Until they gain like a little bit of like immunity to the other children's germs, it's so
and
awful.
like she's been around other kids because like a lot of our friends have kids, but a lot of those mums are like, oh, I'm not going to bring my child around if they're sick. So she
Right.
hasn't been around like other sick children, which obviously
how Ari was.
daycare, it's impossible
Absolutely.
there to be
And
negative.
also, like, I just feel like in a daycare situation, like, there's just like children are like putting toys in their mouth and then handing it directly to another child. Where, like, in a play date situation, parents police that a little bit better and like clean things a little bit better. But like in daycares, like, they can't because there's too many kids per adult. Like, I totally understand why, but it's just, you know.
But the reason why I was late, not is because she's not unwell, but I had to go to the shops to get groceries, and then I was like, oh, I've got to get more Panadol and Nurofen and nasal spray because we used it all last night because Anthony went to go and they'd closed last night, so I used all my emergency stuff. So I was like, I've got to get more, and I was like, yeah, they open at 8:30, it'll be perfect. I'll do the shopping and then come out. They didn't open until 9, and I was sitting there being like, I need to be home by 9:30. And I had to get fuel and a coffee because, like, you know, that's my Sunday morning ritual. Like, I do the grocery shopping, I get fuel, I get coffee. Like, it's just my thing. And so I like walked in the door at like 9:39 and I was like, oh, they'll still be talking. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. I wasn't even sure if you were going to come because I was like, Maddie's sick. Like, don't feel pressured to.
Yeah, I saw your message too. And I don't know how it works like in other places, but in America, people will send their kids to daycare and to school sick too.
I feel like that happens less now with COVID.
Not me.
Here.
Yeah, they still will do it here because Ari came home the other day and said that somebody got sent home early because their mom sent them to school. And I was like,
it's really bad here in Australia because they have nowhere else to put them. Like, you used to have your grandparents as a lot of support, like as a backup babysitter, right?
Yeah.
If the kids were sick, that's not an option now. And now if you say, as a woman in work, hey, I've got to take the day off because my child is sick, and that happens frequently, they without being biased against you, become biased against you and treat you as a poor employee for that reason. So women are just like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to send you because I've got no other option. I'm going to get fired if I don't, and then if I get fired, I can't put food on the table.
That's how it is here too. And like Ari's nosy, so like I know what she did was she eavesdropped on her teacher, like calling the office because she was like, she told me like the name of the kid, which I don't remember what it is. I mean, I don't care, but like she was like, yeah, so and so got sent home early, and they had to go to the nurse because Miss Rimmer, which is her teacher, she was like, Miss Rimmer called to the nurse and she told the nurse that her mom, that so and so's mom knew that they were sick and still sent them to school. And I was like, bro, stop. I like looked at her, I was like, stop listening in on stuff. Like, that's not for you.
I like that Ari wants to know all the receipts. Like, Ari wants to know the receipts.
What are you doing? She was like, oh, we were doing group work. I was like, so y'all were doing group work and you over here just listening to the teacher.
I love it.
Nosy McGee.
I love it. Bree has a head cold. No fun. Hopped off at around 11. I knew you were in mountains.
Yeah.
See, I knew things.
Yeah, I knew it was about 1 o'clock because I saw her message, but she was like already gone by the time that I saw her. I'm so bad at checking the private chat, like in any situation.
Always.
But then it was you know, it was Paige's channel, so it was pure chaos. So like I couldn't follow things for more than like 10 minutes with my brain. So
there. Amy's reading House in the Cerulean Sea and By the Shores of Silver Lake. Actually didn't spin because I want to finish this series and I forgot everything that happened. Fair. I know, poor Addie and Truth. They are. That's such
Rules too,
so true.
disgusting.
Also, hi Nancy, how are you?
Listening
To Daisy Jones and the Six. Go Team Hanson. We now have representation.
I reread Daisy Jones and the Six in one day. Like I just re-listened to it.
I'm going to read it the week after Rom-Comathon, so 2 weeks.
Mhm.
I haven't read it yet.
I reread it, and then I've realized now in this moment that I didn't vlog my thoughts of it because I was like, oh, it's a reread. No one cares my thoughts on the second reread. But I probably should film that in my wrap-up vlog. Oh, sorry, I just realized that I was like,
or at least, or do what I did with Legendborn and just pop in and say, like, because I literally was Legendborn. That was a reread. I literally just popped in and I was like, still a 5-star. Like, I don't really have anything to say about it.
Yeah.
Like, I think the first time I read it, though, I probably wasn't on YouTube. I was only on Instagram. So I can probably still give my thoughts, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right.
For sure.
I just listened to it as I was cleaning yesterday because I wasn't on sprints because I couldn't be. I was trying to like madly clean my house with a sick baby. So I just was like, headphones in, baby in carrier, clean as much as I can with a baby on my stomach.
Fair. Also, you have kids like my brother who would never tell us he didn't feel well until he would wake up in the middle of the night struggling to breathe. Yeah, that's my son. Is like he won't tell me he's sick until he's like on death's door, and I'm like, a little heads up would have been lovely.
If Ari thinks it is going to make it so she can't go do something, she won't say. She'll tell you that she's fine.
That's true.
And
yeah.
She will refuse, and even if she knows she's sick, she'll refuse to take medicine. So like, it took everything in me to get her to take the antibiotics for her ear infection because I was like, if you do not take this, it will not go away. Like, it's not like a viral infection or like a
cold. Yeah.
It out. But then when she got her shot, all of her shots done, where she had to get like 5 that first trip, the second COVID shot was a little bit better. She was sick, but she was okay. But when she got like the 5, I was like, do you want some Tylenol? Do you want, some pain relief? Nope. I'm just going to tough it out like my dad. That was what she kept saying. I was like, you can take medicine, bro. But she didn't. She refused. And I was like, okay, well, you over here limping because your leg hurts. But she won't take medicine.
Well, that's a choice. That's a choice. Yeah, I need to read Daisy Jones for a video for Boybands, so I have to read it, and the wait list for it at my library is so long. So I think I'm going to just break down and get it with Audible.
Is this better to read as an like? I don't understand.
I've heard everyone say you must do the audiobook.
I'm asking because I personally love a book around music. Like it's not like it doesn't bother me to read like a book that's like around music or like written like a play or whatever. Like it doesn't bother me. So like I'm trying because I can buy it. I've
heard from multiple people that it was like a 3-star book but a 5-star audiobook. Like it's not worth doing it the other way.
Well, I guess I'll have to buy it on Audible then.
So that's what I've heard.
My wait list
people. Yeah, see, Bree with the receipts. Yeah, I've heard from multiple people that the audiobook's the way to go. So I'm just gonna get it off Audible because I need it. So
I like.
Okay. I have 2 Audible credits, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah. That's what we're going to do. I changed up the background on the timer because I was sick of the fireplace. So here we are.
That's the background I used to use all the time when I first got it because they only had like 4 backgrounds.
This is what we're using.
All the rest of them back then were like anime themed. I was like, I don't want an anime background. I like it.
Yeah.
Like
I was like, this is what we're going with tonight. I scrolled through them all for a while and then just this is what we're doing. Are we ready to read?
Yeah.
Let's go. Hello. We're back. How did we do?
You go first.
I ended up reading with Ari. So we read 6% of Matilda because she is obsessed with Matilda the musical that came on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
When I say obsessed, I mean if I tell her that she, like, she'll watch it unless I say, like, no, bro, I'm sick of this movie. Like, at this point, I have all of the songs memorized. But I got it from the library on my Kindle, because we don't venture out of the house anymore.
Yeah.
So we were reading that. So we read 6%. And I'm sorry, but I'm counting books that I read to her as books read.
I mean, there's no difference counting that than counting like Amari. They're both the same size middle grades.
Yeah. And also, I
don't see why you wouldn't.
Right. And also, I did reserve my car, but it's still saying
I saw that in that. I saw that.
I sound like fancy when I say that. It's just Lyft. Okay. It's not like a limo.
I reserved my car.
It sounds very posh when I say it like that. But that's how Ari says it. Also, Ari went out to the mailbox because my Gigi and Bo stuff came.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, you want to go check
in time for Rom-Comathon. You got all your smutty bookmarks. I love that.
So excited. How'd you do, Crystal?
I got the groceries unpacked and I spoke with Anthony about what we've got to do today because we've got a house inspection on Tuesday. So we have to do all the cleaning today because I'm back at work Monday, Tuesday. So otherwise he has to do it all himself, which isn't fair. So we just came up with a plan of attack as to who's doing what to get the house ready for the house inspection. And then little miss woke up, so she's just been hanging out with me.
Hello, little miss. You can't hear me because your mom
she's trying to eat my banana bread that I
know. I always try to talk to Addie too, and then I remember that she can't hear us.
She can see our smiling faces though. Here, ready? We'll pop up and we'll say hello. Hi.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, she really almost said hi.
She's so cute.
Say hello.
I know. She seems to be feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, she's still got the snotty nose, but she seems much better. And I have to give her another dose. She's starting to get a bit hot. I think her fever's coming. But she's still, that's what I mean. She's still her happy self, but she's just sick.
That's how Ari always is when she's sick too. You would never, unless I tell you she's ill, you would never know. Because unless you catch her right at the beginning of the sickness. If you see her at the beginning of the sickness, But if she's had 12 hours, she's like, oh, I can go to school now, right? And I'm like, nobody.
Yeah, the Matt's the same. He'll when he's really sick, he'll just want to sleep the whole time and just lay and watch TV and chill. But then it'll a switch and be like, I feel better. And be running around and completely fine. This happened with COVID too. He went down harder than any of us when he got COVID. I was very concerned. But 12 hours later was running around here fine while I was still dead for 9 days. And I was like, okay, well, that's a thing.
Mr. Reading with Eva was the first of any of us to get COVID. And he got it last year, the middle of the year last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's going to be down for 8 days. So I was preparing myself to figure out how to get to work. He was better within the next 12 hours. He was fine. He was wearing a mask around the house, but he was up. He was making food. He was cleaning. I was like, what are you doing? And then when I got it, we think that's what I had. It kept coming back negative, but I don't know what else that would have been that lasted that long. But then when I was down and sick, it took me, you all know, it took a week and a half for me to get better where I wasn't falling asleep sitting up.
Yeah, I was sick for 9 days, but I think some of it was because me and my son got sick at the same time. He got to lay down and rest, and I had to still take care of the sick child with COVID, as well as not rest myself. So because I wasn't able to rest, and just lay down and feel better, I think it took me longer to get over it. And it wasn't a normal illness where I could be like, oh, can someone come help me? Well, no, nobody can come in our house.
Nobody can come help.
The pandemic, you can't come in here.
Well,
so it was
a
whole other situation.
Well, and then Mariah got COVID at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And she was down, I think, for 4 days before she was like well enough that she could like get up and do things for herself, but
Yeah.
she still wasn't like better.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Jean. How are you? Finished book 2 of the Mind F series, jumping between mine and Sarah's sprints. I think I'm going to download book 3. Nice.
I got an extra bookmark.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's like an oopsie bookmark because it didn't come out right, but
Oh,
it's
that's
super
exciting.
It still looks good.
Yeah, it looks great. Hubby went for pizza, ice cream, and cold medicine. That's a good hubby. We approve. Hi, Chrissy. How are you?
Howdy.
Hi, Katie. Still reading This Lovely City. Haven't gotten to read any more of that since last night. But finished the audio for Malibu Rising today.
Have any of you guys read You've Reached Sam?
No.
Okay, so
I know you were trying to read it.
Here's a funny.
I'm like 25% in,
Are you
and
not
I'm
liking it?
contemplating a DNF. Like,
Oh.
this
So I
makes
got
my
it.
heart hurt because I expected to love it so much.
So I got it from the library. Okay, Ari. Yes, stop, please. None of. I promise you, no offense, kid. None of these are for you.
I know.
Okay, just checking because I'm not about to give you a bookmark that says.
Seriously, Mom?
Yeah, that was an
Why
extra.
did you get that?
I didn't order that, but I'm not about to give you smut bookmarks. I feel like
Yeah.
that's-
She could have the one with the skull in it.
I hate school.
she doesn't like the skull.
Yeah.
Can you? My God. Anyway, I got You Reach
Get
Sam
away from me.
last year from the library, and I made it about 25% in, and then I just let the library take it back. It was not, and I wanted it to be great. Like I wanted it.
Yet?
Not yet. I wanted
open
it to destroy me, and I don't know if
Don't
maybe.
Open that.
Okay.
Do not open that.
All
That-
right, sassy.
that
I don't know if maybe
that
it
has
wasn't.
a spell on it. That literally has a
It does
spell
not
on
have a
it.
spell on it. I don't know if it just wasn't the time for me to read it or what, but like everyone loves it so
Mom?
much that I just didn't talk about the fact
Mommy.
that I DNF'd it.
What about the
I'm like contemplating a DNF, but I don't know. Like,
No.
I feel like if I push through, I'm really going to enjoy it. But right now, I don't care enough about the characters to really care about their history and where they got to where they got. And she is so like I get it. Your boyfriend died, but she's so, it's like the entire pivoting
this is
plot is her just constantly talking about.
No, it's not. It just matches.
Addie's not happy about it either.
Also,
How
Addie.
can you-
No.
Okay, you don't like it either.
Also,
Okay.
tell me why this is Ariana's favorite, and she can't read it,
What
so
is
don't
it?
read it out loud. This bookmark.
Well, I can't see it now.
I just read that.
I
Kiss
love
him.
that.
It says "kiss" on it, y'all. Yes, it does, Ari.
Yes, it does.
And
I
if
just said
anybody
kiss.
wants smaller bookmarks from Gigi and Bo, if you order these,
I want that one. I want that one.
Oh,
they're
what are those?
So these are the book stack ones.
Get me those ones. Get me those.
I had never ordered one before, but I wanted. This is like the dark romance one, and I also got the book stack like sticker that matches. That'll go
Yeah.
in my Kindle case. Okay,
I
thank you.
am.
But this
jealous.
is considerably
am
smaller than the
jealous.
regular size.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and you can get the tassels on them. I don't get tassels on mine. Just
No, me neither.
children.
But that's good though to know that because I didn't realize there was a smaller option.
And she has these where you can customize them too.
Oh,
So
nice.
you can put like your favorite books of 2022 or whatever on them. So now that I know what these look like, I'm gonna order more. But if you have
Mhm.
smaller books, because I know some people don't like the big.
Yeah, the big ones are too big for some of my books. Yeah.
No, you can't keep.
So that's a good point.
No.
Chrissy just finished We Were Liars. Nice, Chrissy. That's exciting. Didn't read, but gave Ellie a bath and took a shower. Fair. Good to get some stuff done. You absolutely should unapologetically account books that you read for Ari. I count books I read to my students. Same. Before my son, now he reads for himself. But when I used to read, I used to count all the books that we read together because I still had to read them. Listen to Daisy at 1.5. So now I have So now I have 5 hours left at that speed. Nice, Nancy. I would totally count Matilda. I would count it as well.
Yeah.
Mommy,
Ooh,
put-
would it count for? I
Mommy,
wonder
and
what
put
prompt it would count
kisses
for.
on it.
I'm sure it will count for something. I don't know what, but
Let
I'm
me see
sure.
if I can find a prompt that I
Mommy,
can
And
steal
put
because I
kisses
think
on it. And
Okay,
put
go
kisses on it.
'Cause
and
I'm sure.
I think I've already done. I'm pretty sure I've already done all 3 prompts.
Where's Matilda located? Where's
I
it
have no
placed?
idea.
I don't know. It doesn't really say.
I don't think it says.
Also, I
Oh.
forget that this book was written in 1988, so like the language that they use is
Oh yeah, it's
hilarious.
Ronald Dahl is controversial now, but at the time
Right.
wasn't. But yeah. Come back a bit late, no problem, Bree. But you finished your book. That's exciting. And I was just about to ask you what you were going to read it, but I was in hospital for 5 days and out of work for 4 months with COVID. Wow, Nancy. That's horrible. I'm so sad that you had it so badly. On page 194, A Brush with Love. Nice. Are you liking it? I've had my eye on that one. I want to read. You read, Sam?
I mean, it's a loved book, so I'm not going to tell people not to read it.
I'm probably going to finish it because the audiobook is so quick. Like,
Yeah,
I've
I
got
didn't
like
see, and I didn't do
audio.
audio.
Order some extra
Oh, this makes sense.
England, yeah,
That
I'm
does
pretty
make
sure
sense.
it is because
That
I
does
know
make
that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is England too.
That
Which
makes
I'm pretty
sense.
sure he's British, so like
Yeah, I think that makes a lot
Yeah,
of
she
sense.
didn't want me to open the Oopsie bookmark because it has the skull on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like it.
So,
I don't blame you, Ari, but I think it looks nice.
No.
I love the small book one. That's so cool. Yeah, I like to have
He has a bunch.
size bookmarks
Yeah,
because books are different sizes. So like I need different sizes for my
and that's why I grabbed this because I was like, the worst thing that happens is it comes and it's like the same size or as the regular bookmarks, or like it doesn't work for any books, and I just like display it somewhere.
Yeah.
But like these, like this, I'm probably not this one. Well, I could use this one, I guess. I could use one that says smut, reverse harem, age gap. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
But I was really trying to see if these were going to be small enough to use in my Mistborn books.
Yeah.
Because they claim that they're not mass market, which I did look it up, and they're technically not. Like,
No, but they're the small paperbacks.
the size that they were I
Yeah.
have is the size that they were originally printed in, but this will work perfectly in that size book. And I didn't have a bookmark that would fit in my Mistborn book, so I haven't started them.
Yeah. Makes sense. I can relate to that problem. Whose team is that prompt for?
Ooh.
Type book.
It's for Team Hanson.
Oh, there you go. You
Okay,
can see
so
what
then I will steal from Team Hanson with that because she really wanted to read it, and we only have it for 8 more days. So.
Yeah, that works. Have 40 pages left of your book, Taylor. You've got this. You got this. We're gonna do 2 more sprints, I think. So you can definitely do that. I like it a lot. It's an easy read. Nice. I've had my eye on that one, so I was kind of waiting to see what you thought of it.
I did that.
Deals with MC having severe anxiety, which I can relate to because in a way I have certain situations. That's interesting. I love when there's good anxiety rep in a book because as someone who has generalized anxiety disorder, I like reading about it in books and seeing good representation. Not always is the representation good, and therefore I do have issue. But in books where it is good, I do like that.
Nancy, I'm just wondering, did you have long COVID?
Yeah.
Because so my cousin has long COVID.
Because that's in the comment, darn long COVID.
Yeah. So my cousin has long COVID, like to the where it's still, where like she eats stuff and it tastes like sewage.
Mm-hmm.
And to the point that she's found ways to mask certain foods so that she can eat them, but like she can't eat fruit at all. She says it tastes like. She says that most fruit, I think she can eat like melon, like she can eat like.
I heard some people it takes like 8 months or something for that to go away, like for a long time.
She had it like a year ago.
Yeah, it takes a long time for some people.
She said that most of her I will have to leave during this sprint because they're claiming that my driver is 9 minutes away. I knew they were going to do this to me. But she said that most fruit, it tastes like potpourri and garbage. Like that's what it tastes like when she tries to.
Yeah.
So she can't eat. She said it tastes like potpourri smells because she's like, I've never eaten potpourri.
Yeah.
But like, I feel bad for y'all that have long COVID, especially if it messes like with your taste and stuff.
Totally. Yeah, it's just basically if your symptoms last longer than like the normal, 2 weeks to a month situation, you have long COVID. And Matinda,
That's
yeah,
true.
that's true.
Also, it's Paige from Pages with Paige favorite book ever. She has like 7 editions of it, so that also counts.
That's true. So there's a lot of prompts you could use it for.
Yeah,
Well over a year. Oh, that's awful. That is awful. That is absolutely awful. I'm going to put us into a sprint though, because their timer's up, and I also hear my son asking for me. So I'm going to go look into whatever is happening there.
Yeah, she's starting to get ready for it.
Yeah, I think all the kids are getting antsy. So, Neva, I know you're heading out during the sprint, so have fun at work.
love you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow.
Love
See you tomorrow. Exactly.
I already said love you.
Love you, Ari.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be back tomorrow for the noon sprints. I'll be here all day.
Sounds good. Okay, I'm going to put us into a sprint. Let's go. Hello.
Hi.
And now there were two. Neva had to go to work.
That's fine. I heard that she had to go last time.
Yeah.
But,
how did you do?
I was fighting with my internet company that entire sprint.
Fun.
So I don't know if you remember, my neighbor requested his internet be changed providers and he gave them the wrong address, so our internet was disconnected. Were you around for that?
No.
Yeah.
I did not know the story.
So we are 31 and he's 31A because he's like a granny flat behind us. And he gave them 31 instead of 31A. And so they disconnected our internet. And we were like, no, we didn't put in a request for a disconnect. But because it had been disconnected and the plan we were on was no longer existing, they had to reconnect, like pull it out of like the depths of wherever they put things and restart our plan. But because of this, our bill ended up like really weird. So I got this bill for like $115 and I'm like, what the hell? Like it's normally $75. Like, why are we paying all this extra money? It turns out they had refunded us the $60 from last month and then put it back on this month, and it ended up really weird. So then I ended up like with a bunch of credits and debits because of the way they had to do the system.
Right.
So I'm actually not paying anymore. I'm actually paying less than I normally would have paid. But when I saw the bill for $115, I was like, I'm not paying that much money. Like, you fucked up, not me.
Yeah.
Turns out they were actually trying to help me, and I didn't pay a bill last month because I have it direct debited. I didn't even notice the difference until I saw that it was $115 and was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'd be like, excuse me, something is wrong.
Yeah. So I was just in the chat with them, like, because I didn't want to call them because you're on hold for like a million years. So I was in chat, like trying to explain the situation. They're like, there's no additional charges on your bill. We cannot understand why you're arguing because it's a robot. And I'm like, well, there is. And then they finally put me onto a real person. And then I finally was able to, and he explained it. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes so much more sense. So that's pretty much. And then Addie, I put to sleep because she's exhausted. And then I ate my banana bread, which was my breakfast, and it's 11:30 in the morning because that's just my morning, eating breakfast at lunchtime. And I'm working on a content planner template so that I can use it like each year. I've been making like a new one up every year, but this template will allow me to just like start a new one each year and it'll be like ready to go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I was just working on that. Now that I know how to use Excel a bit better, I'm like, let's create a calendar that can be like auto-generated rather than me having to manually do it each time.
Yeah.
Work smarter. So no reading, but lots of productivity.
That's fair. I got to page 162. I'm like halfway now, I think.
Oh, nice. What is it that you're reading again, sorry?
Redemptor. Ooh. Which is the second in the Ray Bear duology. And that was in my best books of the year last year. So I'm loving it.
How's the sequel? I was going to say, how's the sequel going?
It's going fantastic. It's going to be another 5 stars. I think it would really have to go off it would have to go off the rails. And I don't foresee that happening.
Yeah. Well, that's good that it's not going to.
Yeah, it is, because you just never know when you love a first book that much.
That was me. So I absolutely loved Holes by Louise Hay. It was like one of my favorite books as like a child, and I reread it and absolutely still adored it. And then I finally got a copy of the sequel, and the sequel was just like, no, just should not have been a sequel.
Yeah, I can see that. This needed a sequel because it's kind of like realistically could have been all one book. Like it really is like the story was not done.
Yes.
It was very much like still very open. So I honestly don't even know how we're going to wrap it up in the little bit of book that is left.
Oh.
And I know this is the last book. Like there is not another book. So
hopefully it doesn't leave you like disappointed because it's not a proper thing.
That's concerning, I guess. Like I hope it's not like rushed in at the end. Fingers crossed. So far, so good though. Yeah. Hello. Joined with 34 minutes left. 23 pages read and up to 157 pages. This book is so good. What book is it? I want to know. Let me
Mm.
know. Didn't read again, but I made dinner. Everyone's got to eat. Read 17% of Disfigured and picked up my grocery order. Nice. Bree, do you have to read this to be caught up for 28 and 28, or are you caught up? Because I know last night we were both one book behind. So I need to finish this and I'll be caught up.
I'm up to my timer, just so you can have an update. Where am I? I am at almost halfway. I'm 11 hours and 54 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's pretty good.
How long ago did you start this?
1st of Feb.
Oh, yeah, that's, yep.
I've been trying to do an hour a day, so I'm like on time.
You're doing good then.
Yeah. Perfect. I haven't read today, but I was an hour ahead and now I'm not.
Well, it's still early. Well, it's what, lunchtime for you?
But I plan on doing meal prep after I get off sprint, so I will throw headphones in while I meal prep. Anthony's like outside doing like yard work, so I'm inside with the baby on here, and then he'll come in and I'll meal prep with my headphones in, and he'll take the baby. So it's kind of like a tag.
Enjoying Daisy feels. Oh, I lost the ability to speak there for a second. Feels like you were watching a documentary about the making of a band. I'm really excited to read this, as it's the only one in that Taylor Jenkins Reid world I haven't read, because I've done Evelyn, Carrie, and Malibu Rising. So like it's the only one of like the more current Taylor Jenkins Reid I haven't read yet.
Yeah.
Don't know how I haven't read it. For some reason, I started with Evelyn Hugo. So then I just kept reading them in the order they came out after that.
Yeah.
It never went back. So now I will. Thanks for picking it for your team read so that I'm reading it.
It's probably one of my faves.
So
I haven't done Carrie Soto yet, but it's still one of my faves.
I really liked Carrie, but I really like tennis. I could see if you do not like tennis, that Carrie would be boring.
I don't love tennis. I play tennis.
It's very, very tennis heavy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of tennis. Read 20 pages, and holy cow, Crystal, that is crazy. Glad you got it figured out.
Yep.
Hi, Neva. Are you at work? And there's a lot of people agreeing that Holes did not need a sequel. I've never read the sequel. I've only read the first book.
Don't bother.
I won't bother.
It follows the main character's best friend.
I'm guessing this is part of this. No, this is what Amy read. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I got confused. I was like, what? But I understand. So it follows the main character's best friend?
Yeah. So the main character is not like
is not in the book.
He is, but not really. He's not really in it. He's mentioned, but not. It follows the side. I can't think of his name, but not the main one. It's like his little best friend that's BIPOC.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just will skip that then.
Yeah.
I don't even think I knew it had a sequel, to be honest.
Zero, I think his name is. Yeah.
That's probably why I didn't read it, and I'm glad that I haven't. Oh, I knew you were reading this, The Drift by C.J. Tudor. I did know that. Bree needs to finish this one to catch up. So we both should catch up, in theory, today. Because I think I'll finish.
Bree, what team did you end up picking? Were you Team Hansen? Do I have a 28 on my team? Yes. Okay, cool. Well done. Congratulations. You're carrying me because I'm doing crap. I have finished one book this week.
I love how we're all hoping that we have someone doing 28 and 28 on our teams. We're like, who's on our team doing 28 and 28?
I have finished one book, but I am literally in the middle of 4 that I think I will be able to finish before the end of the month. It's just getting them done.
Right.
Yeah. It's because I have an audiobook, and then I have an ebook, and then I have a physical book. And I read them at different times in different situations. So like My ebook I read in the middle of the night when Addie's woken me up and I can't get back to sleep and I can't have the light on. And then my audiobook I listen to while I'm like doing chores around the house or driving. And then my physical book I usually read when I'm on sprints and I can like sit down and be on sprints, which is The Broken Girls. But I have the audiobook on hold for The Broken Girls. I'm just waiting for it to come in. So it currently has a 3-week hold though. So if it doesn't,
but you could end up getting that at any time because if someone presses deliver later, then all of a sudden you have it.
Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of like, I started it physically, but I'm secretly hoping for the audio to come in because if the audio comes in, I reckon I'll finish it in like a day and a half because Simone St. James and I, when I've got an audio, just like I can't put it down.
Yeah. I've only read 2 by Simone St. James. I've read The Book of Cold Cases and The Haunting of Maddie Clare.
Oh, you need to do her other one, The Sundown Motel.
Okay.
It's probably my favorite of hers.
Oh, okay. I have that one on my TBR. I don't own it, but like it's on my, like goals.
I literally was like gasping out loud reading scenes.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I will prioritize that soon. Hi, Julie. How are you? Up to 160 pages now. Had to finish that chapter. Fair. Always feel free to mute us if need be. Ollie and I napped this sprint, and this is probably TMA, but I suffer from sleep paralysis here and there. Oh, that must be so hard. In this nap, I got it. Oh, I'm sorry, ML. That's no fun.
That would freak me out so much. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I'm reading Redemptor by Ordina Finko.
And I'm reading You've Reached Sam by Dustin Powell. Well, listening to, I should say. I don't even know where I'm up to in this physical copy because I've been listening to the audio. So like I literally, all I have is a ticket in the front that says Libby because that's where I get the audiobook from.
I noticed this during your your TBR, your ping pong TBR that you had where you had the audiobooks like on Post-its. And I was like, that is brilliant.
This entire cart here, it's my 23 books for 2023, my self-destruct list, and my failed TBR list.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't read those by the end of 2023, they also have to be unhauled. So I went through the entire cart and put where I can get the audiobook from so that I know where to find it when I need it. So that if I'm planning like a month ahead and be like, oh, these are the books I'm going to read, I can put my holds in if I need to put any holds in.
Yes. It's a brilliant idea.
It's a weird organization system, but
no, I thought it was brilliant because this month with doing 28 and 28, I was like, I'm doing it with all audiobooks, but they're everywhere. Like the audiobooks are, some are Libby, some are Scribd, some I had to get on Audible, like they're all over the place. And there's a couple books that I need to physically read because there is no audiobook. So this would have been, I saw it and I have a spreadsheet that I did it all in of what I was reading and where I was getting the audiobook from. But I was like, oh, that would have been such a better system.
My plan was to use color coding stickers. So little stickers like on the side of the book. So then when it's sitting on your shelf, my plan was to have like red dots for Libby, blue dots for Audible, whatever. And then if it doesn't have a dot, I know it doesn't have an audiobook. So then when I'm picking books, I'm like, okay, I've got 20 books I need to read this month. I should only get audiobooks. Or, I've got like not too many. I can pick a couple physical. So then when it's on my shelf, I know what's going on. But I didn't end up getting the stickers. So this was my lazy version because I had sticky notes. So my plan eventually is to do that with my whole shelf, is have them color-coded stickers.
Oh, Crystal. That's so exciting. I want to do that so badly.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a video. I think. I don't know if people want to see that. That was my plan.
I want to see that. You definitely should make it a video. My organizational heart will just love.
It's just so hard because my books are stored in the living room. Oh, well, not the living room, the dining room. And it's the one room in the house that doesn't have a window. So it's where I film ping pong. So the lighting is just like absolutely terrible. So I have to like turn the light on, open the blinds and try and get some light in from the living room and then like have my light on like the highest possible setting to try and make it even look remotely okay. So it would be difficult to like get good angles, but I could try it out there. But yeah, that's my plan, is to go ahead and do the whole shelf.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I love this idea.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily it wasn't too bad and I was able to wake up pretty quickly. Well, that's good. I'm still sorry that you had to go through that. That's not fun. I'm waking. When I am awake, I'm still reading Chain of Thorns. Very nice. Took a shower. Didn't know there was a sequel. I didn't either, but
We pretend it doesn't exist.
It might be best that we lived in that reality, Percy. It might be best that we.
I got so excited. I only found out there was a sequel like 2 years ago, and I got excited and I put it on my wish list, and I was like, yeah. And then I finally found a copy and was so like, I was like cherished it and was like, yes. And I like read it straight away, and I got so disappointed. So
that's always so disappointing when it's like something that you are like reading as soon as you get it. Because you're so excited.
It's the kind of story that like didn't really need a sequel, but I was excited to get back into those characters because I absolutely loved the characters when I read the story. And like that was probably the only thing that kept me reading was the fact that I was like, oh, but even the characters seemed different because they were in this whole different world. It's not at camp. It's in his like future. He's left camp. He's now like 30 or something, and he's trying to like get his life together. It was very
that's weird. Totally Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. I have owned the physical book since it was book of the month, but only just now reading it as an Audible. Nice. Yes, at work I had a mini breakdown. Oh no. When I realized that this weekend when I realized, okay, got you. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Okay.
What's this weekend?
I know. I was just wondering that.
If you can put it here. Otherwise, just DM us in the chat.
If not, you can send us a message. And hugs. We love you.
Yeah.
The sequel follows 0.
Yeah.
Just reading the author info on CJ Tudor, and apparently all her books are due to be released into a TV series. Who knew?
As in, like, individually? Or are they combining them all together?
They're not together. Like they're not combined. Like it's not a series.
It's weird that they've bought the rights for all of them, though. Usually they'd start one and see how it went. But I don't know. Maybe they just think it's going to go that well.
Maybe. I wanted Zero Story, but not done like that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I really wanted to, like, I loved Zero as a character, but like, he didn't seem like Zero anymore.
I just realized how far behind in the comments I was.
You can speed roll.
I was like, oh dear. Yes. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's nighttime sprints. Sometimes they get a little, need to record a bunch of books. I need to do that as well. I'm so behind. Hugs to Neva. Team Hansen looking to do 25 and 28.
That means I've got 2 on there.
I love it. I love that I decided to do this randomly, and now 20 and 20 is right. Bree, look what you've done. What have you done? You've got us all reading so many books. Just finished Emerald Blade by Iona Andrews. Now I need to find my next book. Ooh.
What are your options?
I know. I was just about to say, I love helping people pick books. Half the time I've never read any of the options.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm so bad. I'm like, which books? And then they put 2. I'm like, I picked those weekly on a title. Like,
haven't read any of those. Okay, good. That's good.
I thought she meant physically carrying her for a second.
No, I think emotionally carrying her.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we all should buy color-coded stickers. And yes, make a video so that we can copy you.
So in my head,
all of us are like, this is fantastic.
So Bree, you do 28 and 28, and I'll do stickers because stickers is easier. I can do stickers. So
we're all like, yes, please.
I'm logically thinking that Libby would be purple because Libby app is purple. Audible would be blue. Audible would be yellow because the Audible app is yellow. And then Hoopla would be blue. And then Scribd would be white because that's the color that the apps are. So that's my logic.
I love what
I'm thinking. But that's just like, is that too far?
No, it's not. It's not too far at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. You definitely have to do this video so that then I can go and also color code all my shelves because Love that idea.
The question is, do I
I will not be videotaping me color coding on my shelves. I'll just be doing it for my own personal love and appreciation.
I might do it on like a Tuesday night live or something. Like,
Oh, that's a good idea.
If I'm already on live, but then, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm definitely going to do it. It's just a matter of when.
It's such a great idea. Ooh, McDonald's. Love that. Yeah, you can message us. That's fine.
Okay.
It is Super Bowl weekend. I know I'm going to be sprinting, I think, during the Super Bowl tomorrow. So that should be interesting. But I could be wrong. I don't know what time the Super Bowl is tomorrow, but I have a feeling it's going to overlap a little bit.
Sorry. My friend just messaged me and she's like, so Nathan, which is her husband, is looking after Finn, who's her 18-month-old child.
Mm-hmm.
And he's running around the house so I can have some reading time. I put my book down and he just comes up, pulls the bookmark out and runs away with the book. So now I don't know where I'm up to and I don't have my book anymore.
The stress that is. Oh no.
Oh no. So much for Nathan's meant to be watching him. Oh, that's funny.
Just submitted another book for Team and Sync. Yay.
I mean, well done for reading, but
yeah. Amazon has so many color stickers.
Oh, let me go. I'm going to do that while you
The first sprint will be all of us buying colored stickers.
Well, you guys all are happy to be on camp, so we could all be on camp color coding our books together.
That will be what we do on that sprint. It's just color coding our sprint.
Literally, it can be an organization sprint.
I love that. I think that's great. Options are The Right Sort of Man or Georgie After All, romance book club book. So I have read neither of these, but I would pick the book club book. And also because it's a romance, because I'm feeling romance right now. And also it's good to get your book club books done. So like, you know.
I'm feeling mystery, but I'm also going to back up the getting your book club books done because this is my book club book and I have book club in a week and a half and I still haven't read it. Whoops. That's okay.
You know, I haven't read the Besties Book Club book either. And if you watched my vlog today, it's me going, I'm not going to read this book until I've read Assassin's Blade for Besties Book Club. And then me going, and now the video's done, edited up. Still haven't read the Besties Book Club book. So clearly I didn't do my own advice.
So my in real life book club, we do a genre wheel to choose the genre for the month. And then people all make suggestions and then we vote. And then the top 3, you can read 1, 2, or all 3 of the books. So comedy is our genre for March. And because I brought up Ice Planet Barbarians at the last book club, someone threw it in there as a joke request. And then everyone voted for it thinking it would be hilarious. So now our top 3 choices include Ice Planet Barbarians. And I
love this.
There's some people in my book club that is not the kind of books they read at all. And I'm so excited to hear their thoughts because they're so like cynical against romances and they love to like pull things apart.
Love this so much. Bree, I'm going to make you a mod. I see your comment just while Crystal's saying that. I don't know why you're not a mod already, so.
I'm thinking I'm going to get.
There you go.
See, these ones are okay because there's like the multiple different colors, but there's 32 on each sheet. So if I have more than 32 books on like Audible or Libby.
Yeah, because there's certain ones I would need more of. Like I would need less Audible than I would need Libby and Scribd. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this one has 2 sheets of each color. So it's a bit better.
True. We will be long done sprinting by 6:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So never mind. I will not be overlapping with the Super Bowl because we're starting at noon. So we will not be still sprinting at 6:30 p.m. That won't be happening. Totally understandable though. That would be fun to watch. Everyone wants to watch do the stickers.
Okay.
I
It'll
love
have to be a weekend, obviously, because you guys cannot be with me at 2 a.m. on a Monday
I mean, Neva
evening.
could.
Yes. No, it's fine. I'll do it on a weekend. We'll aim for it sometime in March after Battle of the Boybands sprints are done on
Sounds
a Saturday sometime.
You could do it on your weekend for Battle of the Boyband sprints too.
Oh, we could, because I have Team Hanson. That is, that might work. Are you free on the weekend of the 25th, 26th? Free? I think that's the weekend, isn't it?
I think
It
so.
would be the Saturday, so your Friday evening.
It'd be the 24th. It would be my birthday.
Wait, what are your plans for your birthday? Is that weird?
Not anything.
Oh my God, we could call it Organization Birthday Celebration. Oh, this is going to be okay. Brie, please be available because it's happening. Order your stickers now, everybody. I'm going to start
I love when
advertising.
things get planned on sprints. Like this happens all the time, and I love it. Now thinking of drawing my bookshelves and adding stickers to them, right? I think this is a great idea. Definitely want to see it live. Hold on. Here's the Amazon link for the stickers Brie found. I'm going to need to go buy stickers. Clearly, that's going to be next sprint. Must add to cart. I love this. I'm so excited. Okay. I will be post dental surgery, but should be okay by then.
Okay, let me know how you feel. But yeah. Oh, I don't know if there's anyone that's not in America here, but the Australian link I can post if anyone wants the Amazon from Australia. But I just pretty much searched.
That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look on the Canadian Amazon, but yeah. I'm sure the same stickers are probably there.
Oh, I think she meant the trend that you started is the 28 and 28.
I don't know. I've lost track now. Yeah. But I love the stickers and the 20 and 28.
Yeah.
Always free on Fridays.
Okay, it's happening. I'm gonna make a really cool what's it called?
Thumbnail?
Thank you. In this next sprint. And I'm gonna have colored stickies all over it. Oh my God, this is gonna be so much fun. Okay, I'm so excited. Yeah, it's happening.
No worries. This is gonna be fun. I'm excited. I need to go order stickers.
Everyone spread the word. Organization birthday sprints, 24th of Feb.
Yeah. Or 25th if you live in Australia.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's like 10 a.m. my time, 9 a.m. my time. 10 a.m. Yeah.
That would be that would be 7 p.m. my time, which is 10 a.m. for you.
Yes. That's probably a good time because we might do 9:30 my time, which is 6:30 your time, because then Addie will most likely be down for a nap when I start.
Mm-hmm. Which is 5:30 Eastern, which is when we started tonight. So that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I just explain the stickers again.
Yeah. So pretty much what I did is I went through all of my books and I put like a sticky note just saying like where I got the audiobook or where I can get the audiobook from, because obviously you have like your Libby app, your Hoopla, your Scribd, your Audible, etc. Because I'm an audio whore. So I've decided that I'm going to color code all of my books with stickers on the side of the thing with like a color coded sticker as to where I get the audiobook from, so that I know where to get it from and where to put my holds in if I'm going to choose to read a book. And then everyone else was like, that's a really good organization system. I want to do that. So we joked about doing it all on live, and now we're doing it for Brittany's birthday on the 24th.
I love that I get to organize for my birthday.
You're welcome. Happy birthday. Wait, I should send you the stickers. Happy birthday.
I'm very excited to organize for my birthday, to be really, truly honest.
I'm not sending you a book.
My OCD heart is really loving that for me.
It'll be so good. So I'm going to start working on my thumbnail in the next sprint for that sprint.
Sounds good. I'm going to just say this is the last sprint, so I am going to put up the banner because I've been on sprints all week and I'm very tired.
It's totally fine.
So we're doing a shorter one tonight.
Bree, can you just DM me a photo you'd like me to use for the thumbnail, please?
Do you have one for all of us though?
I think so.
Yeah.
Somewhere within somewhere.
Somewhere,
one.
Right? That's I'm
If
always
not,
like,
I'll send you a message.
somewhere I have one of all of you guys in my Canva. Somewhere.
Exactly.
It is a brilliant idea. I'm very excited about it. No problem. Have a good night. And
Bye.
yeah, we'll be on Sprints tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern here again on this channel.
I won't
There'll
be.
be a little, no, Crystal won't. It'll be the middle of the night for Crystal, but all the rest of the hosts will be here. So, and Kelsey, because Kelsey's an honorary host.
Honorary boy band.
as she helped plan the whole readathon. Just she didn't have a channel at the time, but she has one now.
I'm so excited. Has she put her first video up yet?
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna go watch that in the sprint while I can bar.
Yep. She has. And Bree will send you a picture. So
awesome.
Let me put up the timer. And we will do our next sprint, buy stickers, do all the things that we need to do. And let's go. Hello.
Hi.
Did I read in that sprint? Absolutely not. I did not read in that sprint at all. I looked for stickers and I went over to Meredith's and was guessing romance covers for a good 20 minutes.
I love when she plays that game. It's always so fun.
That was my sprint.
I ordered the stickers and then I got the thumbnail organized for next week. And then I fed the baby some lunch. And by fed the baby some lunch, I heated it up and gave it to Anthony to feed the baby.
Hey, that's feeding.
Yeah.
How do you
and
consume
then
food?
yeah, I'm gonna start meal prep now. So I'll
Nice.
shove in my audiobook and start cooking. I'm gonna make some like dukkha seasoned chicken with
Ooh, that sounds yummy.
roast potatoes and steamed veggies, and then I am going to make a like a Mexi bean kind of nacho-y thing that Anthony will have with rice and I'll have with nacho chips.
That sounds lovely.
Yes, with me driving to Sydney 3 days a week, I figure I need to meal prep, otherwise we won't eat.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so hopefully I can get You've Reached Sam finished. I think I should be able to.
I was hoping to finish this tonight, but I think at this point that's probably not happening since I'm only 50% through.
Well, it says that I've got
And it's 10
7
o'clock.
hours. Oh, wow. It says I've got 7 hours left, and I'm listening to it on 2 times speed, so that's 3.5 hours. So I have time to get it finished today because I should meal prep for about 2 hours, so I should get a big chunk done. So
I'll just finish tomorrow. It's fine. Everything's fine.
So does that mean that you'll have to do 2 books tomorrow to catch up?
That is that. Well, and I need to do 2 books tomorrow because my pull-a-thon vlog needs to be finished before Rom-Com-a-thon starts on Monday. So, like, regardless of the 28 and 28, I need to finish 2 books tomorrow.
I love how you push yourself this way. It's great.
I mean, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine.
So did you find stickers, or you're still deciding which ones to get?
Oh, no, I found stickers.
Yeah.
I found stickers.
Mine will be delivered tomorrow.
I did find stickers. This won't take long. I only have like 3 hours left of the audiobook, though, so.
Oh, okay. And if you're enjoying it, like you want to pick it up. So.
Yeah, so that's fine. And the other one, I might try and convince Rainey that we should start Amari and the Night Brothers instead of doing the book that I was originally going to do. Because Amari will be much quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Definitely. 100%.
But we're buddy reading it, so I have to like convince Rainey that we should read that tomorrow.
Poor Rainey. Every time someone does a buddy read with her, they're like, let's change everything.
Well, the thing is, we didn't pick a date, and she had mentioned Friday that we might do it this weekend. So it's really her fault for like putting the idea in my head.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm gonna blame it on.
Yeah.
It's fine. Got to 64% in tourist attraction.
Oh, nice.
Worked on my content calendar while I listened to some more. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Started watching the Cinderella with Brandy in it. Oh, I love that Cinderella movie. I love that one. And then realized I wasn't reading and picked up my book club book. Fair. Fair. I didn't read it all during that sprint, and I should have been, but it's fine.
Yeah.
27% into Disfigured. I should be done in 2.5 hours. See, I could finish tonight, but like it's 10 o'clock, so I don't think that's probably going to happen tonight.
Yeah.
I might get more done, like while I'm like doing bedtime and with the audiobook, but finishing probably not happening. Probably not. But that is the end of the sprints for this evening. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me for 3.5 hours. I had so much fun. Tomorrow we will be back here on this channel at, well, not Crystal, but the rest of the boy band hosts. We'll be back here on this channel at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is the middle of the night for the Australians. Sorry.
That's okay.
And then we will have more boy band sprints next week on Neva's channel for 24 hours starting on Friday. So there's lots going on.
Yeah.
But that is it for us. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.